What's going on, guys? Welcome back to our channel. This is your boy Cike. How are you guys doing? We are still bringing updates about Hushpuppi and his case. You know, Hushpuppi is gone for good. Anything about Hushpuppi is now history. Hushpuppi is never coming back. Hushpuppi is currently cooling off in US prison. As we all know that Hushpuppi is staring at 20 years in prison if convicted for the charges brought upon him by the FBI alone. We have not started talking about the charges that the 1.9 million people he defrauded will also be topping on the ones that the FBI have dropped already. And we've not started counting the companies that he defrauded and other crimes that he committed in various countries. So if all these things pile up together on Hushpuppi may never see the light of the day again. You know, all these crimes that they are doing is having a negative effect on Nigeria and Nigerians. And the APC and the PDP are also fighting over Hushpuppi. You know, the APC is accusing some PDP leaders of having an affiliation, a link with Hushpuppi. But the question we need to ask is this: who is the APC and who is the PDP? You know, these people are the same. Those that formed the APC were PDP members, and some people from the APC are moving over to the PDP. So if APC is accusing the PDP and the PDP is accusing the APC, they are accusing themselves because they are one body, irrespective of the name that they are bearing differently. You know, they are still the same people. They are still politicians. They are still the people that are involved in laundering money. They are still the people that are stealing funds meant to develop Nigeria and taking it abroad to buy houses, buy cars, and live luxurious lives. You know, Kemi Olunloye tweeted something. She said her source in the FBI said that Hushpuppi has started making confessions, that Hushpuppi has mentioned a Dino. Hushpuppi also mentioned a Linda, and Hushpuppi also mentioned a Saraki. But we don't know the Saraki, the Dino, and the Linda. I cannot ascertain for sure if it is the Saraki that we know, or the Dino that we know, or also the Linda that we know, the famous Linda that we know in Nigeria. So these things now has opened so many doors to more investigations as regards the activities of some fraudulent Nigerians all over the world. As of today, The Punch reported that the United States, India, and Ghana are demanding for extradition of 11 Nigerians to their countries to answer charges of fraud and drug and also money laundering. You know, when Ghana is now writing Nigeria to extradite Nigerians to Ghana to answer questions, you know, say water don't pass Gary. So the activities of these few individuals is denting the image of Nigeria and Nigerians in general. You guys know that it takes only a computer literate man to commit this kind of frauds that Hushpuppi and Woodbury have committed in the world at large. Because if they are not computer literate, there is no way that they can penetrate the security of the United States or even go as far as cloning the email addresses of companies and divert funds from their clients and also from the companies to their own private accounts for extravagant lifestyles. You know, so according to what Madam Kemi also revealed, that the FBI is protecting Hushpuppi from Russian hackers because Hushpuppi had a deal with them. They stole about $100 million, and Hushpuppi and his friends hijacked the whole money and never gave these hackers their own share. Kemi said Hushpuppi was supposed to get $30 million from the deal, but instead of giving these guys, the people that did the main job, their $70 million, Hushpuppi decided to keep the whole money. And that's why they now went behind him and reported to the FBI, according to Kemi. So FBI started monitoring Hushpuppi and got him in Dubai. And there's something I want to chip in here. You know, so many people believe that if you're using an iPhone, an Apple-made phone, that the security of your phone is intact, that there is no compromise. Actually, there is not. But that belief that Apple can never reveal your PIN to the FBI or any security agent in the world, I believe it has come to an end, because according to what the FBI said, Apple, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, WhatsApp, all of them assisted in this investigation. They were the one that gave out the IP address that Hushpuppi was using to interact with his friends, and they also cracked that phone for the FBI to be able to retrieve information about his activities, you know, his whereabouts, and information about all he has done. his bank details, the bank names and the statements. It's through these companies that FBI was able to analyze the whole activities of Hushpuppi before he was arraigned in court in Chicago. So if you are anyone that is into crime and you believe because you're using an iPhone that your information is not compromised, my brother, my sister, you are lying. You know, this thing is taking a bad effect on Nigerians who reside precisely in the UAE. According to some Nigerians, they have started losing their jobs because of the information about Hushpuppi being a Nigerian. Let's not forget that Hushpuppi once said that he is no longer a Nigerian and went as far as burning his Nigerian passport, which disqualified him from being a Nigerian. But we know that by birth, Hushpuppi is a Nigerian because his father, his mother, is also a Nigerian. Some people are having sympathy on Hushpuppi. Like one man wrote a letter to Hushpuppi and said that he would tell his son about Hushpuppi. This man sees Hushpuppi as a hero. You know, somebody who is fraudulent, who is making money from crime and using that money to import women, to buy cars, to live luxury life, to sleep in 7-star hotels, fly private jets, and never helped people in his country. We know how many people that are living in poverty in Nigeria. How many did Hushpuppi help? How many industries did Hushpuppi set up with about 160-something billion that he made from crime? You know, we know some people that go into crime just to help the poor. There are bank robbers. When they rob the bank, they start spraying money on the road for beggars to pick money to see food to eat. But Hushpuppi made his money just to buy cars, snap pictures, and post on Instagram. So anyone that is having pity on Hushpuppi should join him in Chicago. If you're feeling sorry for Hushpuppi, don't think about going into crime, because it's because of Hushpuppi that we see our young men, many now run mad on the streets. It's because of Hushpuppi that our young ladies are dying mysteriously because Yahoo Plus boys are using them for rituals. They think maybe like if you send letters to Oyibo, they will start pumping in dollars to you. But it's not like that. Many of them, because of shame, they turn to Yahoo Plus. They go into rituals, they go into voodoo just to make money and live life like Hushpuppi. So it's because of Hushpuppi that Nigerians are facing what they are facing wherever they are living in the world today. Nobody sees us as humans. They don't take us serious. They see us as criminals. No matter what you do, no matter your profession, nobody remembers that anymore. We have Nigerians that are specialists in different hospitals in the United States, all over the world, in England. We have Nigerians that are business owners that are doing so well in their different professions. We have Nigerians that are into building, real estate. Those that are developers, we have them. We have Nigerians that are engineers, that are heading companies, heading multinational companies. Nobody talks about them. But the international media only remembers Nigeria when a Nigerian commits a crime. They start sending the map of Nigeria all over the world. They start tagging every Nigerian a criminal just because of what Hushpuppi and his friends are doing to the nation. Imam of Peace said that Buhari is the father of Hushpuppi, while Hushpuppi is Junior Buhari. This man may be right and he is also wrong. He is right in the sense that President Buhari is the father of the nation. So if any Nigerian commits a crime, if somebody says this is the son of Buhari, he may not be mistaken. But that does not make President Buhari a bad man, you know. It doesn't make President Buhari a criminal. Neither does he make him a fraudster. So this is just to mock Nigerians. It's not just mocking President Buhari, but mocking every Nigerian, because Hushpuppi and his friends are dragging your name, my name to the mud with his activities. Hushpuppi's case have deleted the good names Nigerians have built for themselves over the years in different aspects of lives, in different aspects of professions, and all over the world. The activities of Hushpuppi and Woodbury have deleted all these names and nobody remembers them anymore. What people think about is what Hushpuppi has done, how much he stole or how much he wanted to steal. And not to talk of the people that must have died from the money that Hushpuppi stole because they couldn't get the treatment that they needed because of the COVID-19. So Hushpuppi and his friends have disappeared from the world. I believe that they will not see the light of the day again because of the amount of crime that they have committed. I know a lot of people will say enough of Hushpuppi, so let's go to another story. There is this difference between the Okoye brothers. I'm talking about Peter and Paul. Peter is an extrovert while Paul is an introvert. But Paul doesn't talk much. Each time Paul says something, you will see that there is a truth under what Paul has said. Paul does not bring himself out on social media for people to, start gyrating and making a lot of noise. Paul is the one that made mention of audio things in Nigeria, and that was a hit. So many people come on social media, they don't have, but they show off as if they are living like a king. Some people say that Paul is high-handed, but I don't see it as that Paul is disciplined. But Peter, on the other hand, Peter talks a lot and Peter brags a lot. I don't want to go into details about this guy's behavior. I want you to see and listen to what he said by himself. I think this will be the end of this video. If this is the first time you're coming across our channel, please consider subscribing. That will mean a lot to us. And also like our videos, share it with your friends and families. Continue watching this video and listen to what Peter Okoye said with his own mouth. Success comes from God, and success is what God uses people to lift others. If not because of fans, I don't think there will be Peter or Paul Okoye that will be listening to their songs today. It's because the fans fell in love with P Square and made them what they are today. If the fans run away from Peter, I don't think Peter will come out to start saying all these things that he's saying. So listen to him and leave a comment in the comment section. Do you support what Peter is saying, or you think Peter is just making mouth? And also, if you see it as an audio mouth, leave a comment in the comment section.